The government of India has said that a missile was fired accidentally from the Indian side into an area in Pakistan earlier this week. The Ministry of Defence has blamed the incident on a technical malfunction that it said was deeply regrettable. My colleague Vishnu Shom has more on that developing story now. Vishnu, this is quite bizarre, what seems to have happened. What is the MOD saying?
Well, the Defence Ministry has spent more than a day before coming out with the response. They say that on the 9th of March, a couple of days back, in the course of a routine maintenance, a technical malfunction led to the accidental firing of a missile. Now, any missile system, when it is actually fired, needs to be prepped. There are multiple switches which are toggled. A target has to be acquired. There is an entire process. How, for whatever the reason, a missile was actually fired, I mean, it's utterly perplexing. But I think what is significant is that, according to Pakistan, the missile flew more than 100 kilometers inside their airspace before it landed. Fortunately, there was no warhead on the missile. So, it didn't detonate per se beyond, whatever fuel it may have had remaining on board. What Pakistan has actually indicated that it was flying at a speed of Mach 3 or 3 times the speed of sound at an altitude of more than 40,000 feet, gives an indicator of what the missile may have been. I don't want to speculate on that because the government of India hasn't actually come out with that detail. But if that is correct, it's a very sophisticated missile in India's arsenal. I'll leave it at that. The government of India has taken a serious view and ordered a high-level court of inquiry, is what the MOD says. While the incident is deeply regrettable, it is also a matter of relief that there has been no loss of life due to the incident, is what they say.
Vishnu, just to labor on this point about what systems are in place to ensure that missiles don't just accidentally fire. What can you tell us about that? Because certainly there would be, I'm sure the inquiry would look at that in some detail.
A missile has to be prepped. That's a process that takes a fairly long period of time, firstly. Secondly, there are certain missiles which are kept in a prep position. In other words, they're kept in a ready-to-fire situation in case there is something which requires an urgent launch of the missile. Now, after that, there is a process through which a target is acquired on the basis of orders which are given. There are safety fuses which exist in all missile systems. The safety fuses are removed. The target is locked onto. An order is given to fire the missile, and then it is fired. How a missile could actually, any missile for that matter, could actually be fired, through a technical malfunction or an accident, it's truly perplexing. But obviously that's something that they need to find out, how something like this could happen. And I think the point which has been made by Pakistan, to which there is no response at all from our side, is the nature of the missile itself. The fact that it flew at Mach 3, the fact that it flew at 40,000 feet, those of us who observe defense and Indian missile systems know what this is likely to be. But irrespective of that, and if it is correct, then it's a very sophisticated missile system.
Right.
How this could happen itself is something which they need to look into.
Absolutely. Given that both countries are nuclear powers and the sensitivities involved, this inquiry would be very, very important. Vishnu Shom, thanks very much for joining us.